Hello everyone, I'm the Holy Hermit and I welcome you to a gameplay commentary for Dota 2. In this video we're going to be featuring a new hero called Alchemist, or Mr. Moneymaker as I like to call him. Now, to set the premise like I always do in my videos, some videos are about lots of kills, some videos are about flashy builds. This one is going to be about farming like a madman and how you can do that as Alchemist. In case you don't know, he's been changed recently in patch 6.85, a minor buff if you will, but the man is amazing to say the least. He's really intriguing and really strange in a way. But before we start into the gameplay, one thing I will say to you guys, if you want to try this hero, I mean if you don't want to get flamed in your game that is to pick him when you see that the other 4 heroes in your team are actually comfortable fighting on their own to a relatively, I don't know, 20-30ish minutes of time in the game. If they can do that, then you will be absolutely successful. I can guarantee you that. But if that's not the case, then maybe Alchemist is not the hero for you. So, not to spoil much, but I'm gonna be super rich this game, okay? So let's watch the game and let's introduce the players first, I guess. So on the Radiant side, we've got Queen of Pain, we've got a Terror Blade. Oh, this man's been buffed. I want to play and make a video of him at some point. He's really cool. Wind Ranger, of course. Zeus probably is going to do Zeus-like things. There's an ulti everywhere. And Mr. Rasa, the Shadow Shaman, the Shackle dude. So that's the Radiant side. On our side, we have Witch Doctor, of course me as Alchemist. We've got Juggernaut as a safe lane carry. He's my friend Alex. Lich is also my friend Russell. He's going to be supporting him. And my friend Stottles, he's going to be an off lane as the Undying. So there's a dual off lane, by the way, which you normally don't see at my MMR. But here, there we go. But I'm going to be going mid, okay? Now, this is going to be like a very weird thing for you, by the way. No, actually, let me go 10 or 20 seconds first. I want to show you this. If you don't know that Alchemist, when you start the game, you should always have Grieval's Greed and communicate with your team to get the gold. Because look at that gold right there. The new buff lets you have 5 times the gold amount of the bounty rune. The first bounty rune gives you 100 gold, so Alchemist clearly makes a 500 gold big bank buck, you know, just to start the game off. So always try to get that. But to make you like slightly more intrigued about this video, and that'll be I'll be playing mid against a Queen of Pain, okay? It's going to be fun. You can expect a lot of harass from him and dirty things are going to happen, but I'll show you some amazing things and how you can play him in a mid role. You must be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? It's really a trolley build. It's definitely not. I can assure you it's very, very viable. And if I can do it against Queen of Pain, who is known to wreck all melee heroes, no exceptions, then, you know, if I can actually survive in the lane and do good, then it's going to be nice. The trick, of course, is at level 2 you want to skill your acid spray and you want to throw it in an area which covers where Queen of Pain or any other hero would be standing. So imagine this, if you will. I can drop it wherever I want. I can drop it on me and it's going to be this big circle of green goo. Now I don't want to drop the green goo on me. I want to drop it towards the creeps, which would also touch the enemy hero. So this in way, you'll see I'll do it right now, is when I drop the acid spray, it basically gives me a room to breathe. It forces the other guy to sit back because, hey, you know, they don't want to stand in this. And I'll tell you why. So look at that. That's the placement of it. If I go to free camera there, look at this area. All of this area is greened out. So he can't stand there. Look where he's standing. He's in an awkward position. And yeah, he's doing a good job of denying me. But you'll see how this thing could be very, very effective. Remember, you don't really need a lot. If you get the first bounty rune, look at that. Hopefully I'm calling the courier. I'm probably not. Let me go to my player. There we go. I have a lot of gold. I should be calling the courier by now. So basically the goal is, right, as I'm rambling on, you want to get enough gold so you can bring your bottle in. Bottle is the first item you want to go for, right? But that's neither here or there. I'm going to talk quite quickly about what the skills are for Alchemist, because this is my first attempt at making, you know, an Alchemist video. So let's look at this. The first skill is called Acid Spray. It's physical damage, remember, so bye-bye BKB, and it also lowers armor of Roshan, by the way. And what it does is for 16 seconds, you do damage per second damage to enemies in an area. It could be your creeps, it could be anything, not the towers, of course. And it also reduces their armor. So since their armor is reduced, that 15 damage per second is not really 15, right? Because their armor has been lowered and it's going to be an amplified version of that. So it's really good. And this is what lets me farm. Look at that. Queen of Pain is already sitting back thanks to this skill. Now, I usually will max this out first simply because I want to farm. Even though it's kind of counterintuitive, you want to get the Grieval's Greed maxed out, but not really. You should always try to get this skill maxed out. So I'm level 4 and I've got 2 points into this and I've got 2 points into that. But before that, let's go to the next skill, and that's Unstable Concoction. Now, this skill is kind of a hit and miss for me. I like it and I don't like it at the same time because you basically press a button and you channel that bomb in your hand. Basically, you press the button and after 5 seconds or something, I think, is that what it says? Yeah, after 5 seconds, the brew reaches its maximum strength and damage, and it will explode after 5.5 seconds. So unlike many other stuns in the game, if you don't throw this bomb away, it's basically going to hurt you as well. So you have to be very careful of that. But it's really good because it gives you a pretty long damage stun. At max level, it's a 4-second stun with 360 damage. It's pretty big, but the problem is people see you charging this because they can see the counter on their head as well, like you can, and they basically run away from you, right? That's the thing for it. So really good skill, but I'm not going to level it up. Usually good players will get 1 point into this and not go too greedy, but hey, I really wanted to be greedy Alchemist, so I've got points to Greevil's Greed. Now, what is this skill, by the way? This is what makes Alchemist into Mr. Moneymaker, and I'll tell you why that is so. So any kill you get on anything, and I do mean anything, that could be a hero, that could be, I don't know, a Templar Assassin's Trap, literally anything you destroy. Of course, creeps are counted as well. Anything that you kill in a 30-second window, you get base bonus extra gold for it. And if you keep killing heroes in this window, you can also stack this effect up to multiple times. For example, if I hit a hero initially, I will whatever gold I will get on killing it, I'll also get 6 more gold on him. As you level it up, you'll get 12 more gold. But basically, every time you can stack this up, this number keeps on increasing. As you can see right now, the base bonus gold is 8, but if I get another look at it, if I can manage to get this last hit, have a look, it's actually 11, so 8 became 11. So things like that, it basically starts to stack up. As it says, extra bonus gold per kill is 3, so it adds up. And this basically what lets you do is you get, let's say you get 100% gold by just killing a creep, then you get 80% extra gold simply from the max level of Greevil's Greed. And this is essentially what this means, is you almost are killing double creeps in a way. If you're killing, let's say, 100 creeps by 13 minutes, then you have basically killed 180 creeps by 30 minutes if you've maxed a skill out. That's a hypothetical scenario, of course. And this is the skill that makes Alchemist into a farming man. He makes him into the best farmer in the game. Now, the final skill, of course, is called Chemical Rage. When you activate it for 25 seconds, you become this guy, you take your swords out, everything is improved, your base attack time, which is how quickly you attack. You get extra health regen, so something like a miniature heart to begin with, 50 health per second. It's really, really good. You get bonus mana regen as well, and movement speed. So pretty much, you become this crazy ogre who just does a lot of damage and then survivability. So that's Alchemist for you, right? But let's talk about the skill build first. Now, like I said earlier, when you go mid, your first goal always should be to get the bounty rune. Even if you don't go mid, you should talk to your team because you make the most out of bounty rune. Something I've not been doing this video, to be honest with you, is to get all the bounty runes. I mean, I got unlucky. I got and only Alchemists will say things like that I actually want a bounty rune than the other rune, because every rune is 5 times, bounty rune is 5 times the normal value. But what I keep on getting is just the, you know, the illusion, the double damage. This time I get it, and as you'll see, the gold I'll make from this will be pretty big. That's 310, guys. It's stupidly good. All right, so definitely, you know, keep an eye out on the runes. So, and to add on to that, how you sustain yourself in a lane, how you do damage, like I told you, it's all about throwing your acid spray. As you saw me, now look at this, that's how powerful this has been. She's a ranged hero who can harass me and do nasty things to me. If I go to free camera, I'm wailing on his middle building, and the Queen of Pain is like, I don't want to do anything with this hero here. So I've been able to outlane her, and she's basically running away trying to gank, and she's left me to free farm. Please, 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 in your game, you should make this as your first priority. If you haven't ganked Alchemist in a while, even though he's as bad as last hitting like I am, you should try to gank him. So, because if you don't, this guy will farm up very, very quickly, and he'll be a nuisance for your team. And I'll tell you why he could be amazing, okay? Because I'm sure most of you already know about that anyways, but there we go. So the first item I did talk about is a bottle, right? Now the next item, I believe, for a mid alchemist is very, very, very viable, is if you can actually farm a Battle Fury. Now Battle Fury, bear with me on this, basically it gives you pretty good mana regen, pretty good damage, it gives you cleave, and that's exactly all the stuff Alchemist needs. If I can maintain my mana, I can always throw my Coil Spray, and I can cleave onto creeps. Basically, anything that increases my farm speed is what I want as Alchemist, and that's perfect, right? That's exactly what you want. You can get other items like Mjolnir as well as your first item you rush, but I personally think Battle Fury is better, and that's what I like to farm this game, guys. So I'm only 7 or 8 minutes in. I have farmed pretty decently so far. I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm 43 last hits. If you look at my other plays, like I said, the highest I've ever had in my life was 64 last hits by end of 10 minutes, which is not really a lot. But hey, you know, I'm still like, this was my first game after such a long time as Alchemist, because, you know, he was not really a good hero. And again, I get Invis Rune. Now, this is where I think I muck up, and I'll tell you why, okay? This is where I'm going to make a mistake very soon. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. So I talked to my teammates, my friends were on Skype. Hey, what's going on? They're like, okay, we've got a fight going on up top. Can you come and help us? And I didn't realize who it was. It was Zeus and Terrorblade. Guys who are known for nuking. Terrorblade is going to be level 6 soon or something. And here I am, a farming hero with no stuns, no disable, who just simply is walking in and trying to rely on his last hitting, as in his right click, to actually do some damage. And it's the worst idea ever. Look at that. Lich doesn't cast anything. He simply dies. And he swaps my health because he's Terrorblade, and I die as well. So close your eyes, guys. This is such a horrible. I was feeling so bad. I was like, oh my god. So honestly, the whole truth is, I mean, I got killed on Terrorblade because of the acid spray. But the point is, a hero that has, I've not scaled any stun here. I don't have much damage. I have brown boots, you know. And I decided to gank a safe lane as a mid Alchemist. Please don't do that. Like I said, you pick Alchemist in a game where your team is confident enough to fight 4 on 5, or just hold them back, save your towers from falling, and you free farm. And guess what I do? I simply like, hey, I'm gonna go and help my friends, where all I ended up doing was feeding them. So it was not a good idea. So here I am, like shameful of what I did, and then I TP into the lane. So let's see what we do over here. So I'm back to my farming water, and I told them, guys, I'm sorry, don't think, because they're my friends. I'm like, I'm never gonna come and help you now. So that's what that is. I was a bit scared here, by the way. I was thinking that it might be someone sitting behind him who's trying to initiate, but then I realized he's just too scared. So there we go. What's he gonna get? He's gonna get haste rune. I ping it out, and I tell my friends. So I think wave is pushing in, and I'm probably gonna go down here and pick the haste rune. So I also talked to my friend Lich, who didn't have much time this game. And the best thing, guys, by the way, is if someone in your team, if you can communicate, if you're playing with a friend of yours, and if they can stack any camp in game, whether that be an ancient camp, or it could be any one of these camps, if they can stack these camps for you, which my friend has actually now, he's made 2 stacks, then that's the best thing ever for Alchemist. And remember, you don't really want to have big, strong creeps as Alchemist. A little tip I will give you is, from what I know, is it's actually almost always better to stack these little guys, because, you know, sometimes you get these 3 guys here, sometimes you get 4 or 5, the little rat guys. Basically what you're after is killing a lot of tiny low HP things, so your Grieval's Greed, you know, keeps up, and you can keep getting free bonus gold, because no matter if you kill like an ancient creep or a normal creep, the bonus gold you get is always the same. So why not kill the little ones and, you know, make things faster? Don't get me wrong, I mean, if you kill these, you get more gold on hit, but still, like I said, if you're about efficiency, and if you have one friend in the team or anyone you can communicate with, and you can tell them that please stack camps, it's the best thing ever, because that's literally what you're all after. And I spoke to my friend on Skype. He's like, yeah, okay, I've stacked a camp. I'm like, okay, let's have a look. So I'm going to drop base, and I'm going to try and farm this camp as well. Hopefully I will. Okay, I got my battle pin. Now look at this, guys. This is what makes Alchemist into a really, really good farmer. So by 11 minutes, even though I died once, got 62 last hits, it's okay-ish, but I've got my Battle Fury with boots and a bottle. So that's really good, right? If you think about it, for as bad as I am at last hitting, I haven't lost my mid tower. It's doing pretty good. I've taken their mid tower, and I have all this last hits and a Battle Fury. So everything I'm doing right now is what I should have been doing earlier, as in not to gank, but to farm. And there we go. So look at that. For that creep kill, I was getting 30, and look at this, it's ticking down, and you'll see. So he gave me 16 gold normally, but 30 or 33 because of the bonus. So you see what I mean, like killing low HP guys, even though they give you less gold, this little bonus gold is pretty amazing. So he's dropped this here, and I think this is where we had a bit of a miscommunication. Now I thought there was someone over here hiding, because, you know, a queen can initiate from nowhere. I go up to him and I walk back and see his position. Normally I'd be in my rank, I'd be like, why is he standing here? There must be someone backing him up. So I just pretty much stand far away. I didn't want to go in, and stupidly we lose a tower. We should have done something about it. That's really on me. But like I said, sometimes when you play at a different level, you know, that you're normally used to, you expect certain things from certain people, and when they don't do that, you look like an idiot, because like, hey, why am I just randomly standing? And I'll cover one topic now why I said I stayed away, because no matter how much regen my ultimate gives me, it's really good. It makes me tanky, but Alchemist is surprisingly weak early game. And the simple answer to that is his HP pool is pretty low, right? I mean, look at his stat gains, 1.8, 1.2, and this is going to be pretty low as well. I don't know, it's something in one. So he has one of the lowest stat gains in game, which means he's got low HP, he's got low mana pool, and he's also got low armor. At 13 minutes, at level 11, I have 3 armor. Compare this to, I don't know, anyone else. I mean, even this Witch Doctor has 2 armor and he's an int hero, and look at a Jug, he's got 6 armor. So I'm very, very weak, and that's why I have to be a bit careful. Like I said, my job is to farm. The more I farm, the more I can be beneficial for my team. So look at that. At 11 minutes, I had Battle Fury. Now keep watching the gold, how quickly I farm and how quickly things become good. And this is where, again, the Battle Fury comes into play, is it helps me farm a lot faster. You can also make, for, like I said, Maelstrom is a good idea, but I personally prefer Battle Fury because it makes me into a right-click monster later on, and it will proc at every hit, whereas Maelstrom you have a chance to proc it. Even though the way I play Alchemist, my attack speed is off the roof, I personally think that Battle Fury is better item, especially if you go for a mid Alchemist, right? Because like you saw, despite my failure at top, the mid lane, I won it completely. Queen of Pain had to leave, I took her tower, and things were ransacked and pillaged, and things are looking really good. So this camp is kind of good to farm as well. Remember, they have magic resistance, but not resistance to your awesome thingy, which is called acid spray. So it's all about killing lots of creeps, guys. And let's see how we do it. And again, right, I mean, if I had a dedicated support who would just stack camps for me, right, I mean, yeah, he'll be losing some XP, but I can farm so fast. I can farm, like I said, at least 80% faster than any other hero in the game. Even Anti-Mage would struggle against you know, an Alchemist with this kind of item. So we can do really well with Alchemist. And if a support can give you a little bit of a push in terms of stacking, then you are golden. Now, some people might say that you might want to go for something like Helm of the Dominator, which is an okay item, right? Don't get me wrong, it's really good, but I wouldn't want to go for it because first, you don't really need lifesteal, you have lots of life regen, and it's an item wasted where you can, you know, with that much gold, you can buy something really cool. Now, the next item I buy is a Hyperstone. This is where kind of choices come in, but usually I love to, my second item after a Battle Fury, of course I have to complete my treads, right, is to get an Assault Cuirass. Now this solves my armor problem. Like I said, the way I was weak earlier, we're going to get a deny on the tower, we're really proud of that. And this guy's going to leave now, he's all sad, and we're going to sneak up and we're going to try and farm these, I think so. Am I going to run away? But you see that, guys. See, that's what I mean. And when I was there on the other time at the fight, it's really tough. It's really tough. If I don't have my ulti up, I can't farm them that well. But this guy's left them here. Are we going to get a few of them? Oh yeah, I got a couple of these. So look at that. That bonus gold from literally anything you kill will, you know, grant you that awesome gold. So next item, Assault Cuirass. It'll help my team. Remember, we have a Juggernaut who likes to right click, so -5 armor from AC is going to be great. We also have Witch Doctor. Remember, his ulti is also physical damage, so it helps. Assault Cuirass helps there. Lich is just about bouncing stuff, and, you know, Undying is about just being Undying, being annoying in the team fight. So I'm buying items like rather than getting a Maelstrom or something, which is good. It gives me more damage, but there's no tankiness to it. I would prefer something that helps my carry, because remember, I'm not a position 1 hero right now. I mean, I can be if I want to, but our position 1 carry is in the safe lane, which is Juggernaut. So I don't have to be, I can't be that greedy. I have to get my items, of course, but more importantly, I have to make sure, you know, he's well suited for late game as well. So there we go. But in terms of farm, look at that. Things are just looking great. Look at that little creep. He gave me 10 gold normally, but 36 because of my bonus. So thank you very much. And here we are. We're farming like a madman. So Hyperstone complete, Plate Mail complete, and that's that. So next item after this. Now you can argue, you can definitely go for Maelstrom, and I think into a Mjolnir. I think, is that what I go for? I probably do, because you really become crazy in terms of attack speed. Okay, I actually do it a smart thing. I cut this tree here. You don't cut this tree, guys. You cut this tree, and actually if you can throw acid spray somewhere over here, then you attack this creep and they automatically get aggroed. You stand here and you can farm both of them. That's what pro players do. Me being an idiot? Not really. So see, I'm a bit worried. Look at this, guys. I'm carefully sitting away, right? You see how I'm really proud of that. Is normally I'd be an idiot and I'd rush and, hey, I want to right click him. I just simply minus armored him and walked away. And the reason is because Heatherblade got buffed recently and his thunder is now 550 cast range. So if I go near him, all I'm giving him is more HP. And I'm risking myself, you know, to die. So so basically I want to avoid that. I simply threw the acid spray down and there we go. He's dead. A tower is open. I'm like, okay, let's go ham on this. So we're going to try and push. Are we? What are we doing? Oh, okay. Mid's pushing. Oh yeah, that's right, guys. He can push on his own, but I come in here and we see all these raster wards. And look how amazing this is. Our job is to keep the game going for slightly longer, so you know we can win this. Because look at their late game. They do have Terrorblade, they do have Wind Ranger, they do have Queen of Pain. I mean, yeah, they're scary heroes, but I trust my friend Juggernaut to do a good job. Ideally, or like normally speaking, yeah, they have better late game potential as well. But if I can become the carry that I'm promised to be with all this farm, then you know we're pretty comfortable. I think we can win this. So look at that. I just throw the acid spray and I punch these creeps to death. Goodbye, give me that free gold, and I walk back. So remember, 11 minutes something, I had a Battle Fury. Now I have a full 5k gold item by 19 minutes, and I haven't been getting any good runes. I've not been 100% efficient. Like I said, I'm just a noob at this game. I just show simple ways to play a hero. Things are looking good. So are we going to chase him? Are we going to chase? No, I think they're just going to simply walk away. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh well. Now you can actually spot these are illusions, guys, by the way. It's kind of a nerf that I don't like. People think he's kind of buffed, but Terrorblade, I miss the old guy where he could basically, you couldn't tell which one was the real one. Now you know that the true illusion heroes in game are just like Naga Siren, because you don't know which one's the real one, and Mr. Phantom Lancer, my favorite hero of all time. So like Terrorblade's different, you know, he's an illusion hero, but he's more team fight oriented now, to say the least. But that's not the hero we're covering today. But let's look at other heroes, by the way, for items. Jug is slightly behind Farmer. I mean, he doesn't make Aquila. That's what he should always make as a Jug if you go that build. This is that build he's going for. Slightly off, but you know, he's still doing a good job. FaZe and Mask of Madness, this is going to be Yasha, I believe. And Witch Doctor is doing good. He's got his mana boots. Fair enough, okay. Not the thing I would go for. Okay, he's dropped his wards again, mid. And am I gonna come and do something about this? Where am I? No, I'm in the jungle. I think these guys are gonna be able to clear it up. Let's see what they're doing anyways. Yeah, so he's too busy attacking guys. He should be attacking towers with that. They farm free gold for that. But let's look at the other guy. Undying has a Vanguard, makes him tanky. Fair enough. Got some mana boots, and this is gonna be a Blade Mail. Fair enough. It's pretty good if he pops it before Zeus ultis and you know other stuff, then things can be good. And I thought we're getting ganked here, so I ultied. And Jug safely clears a Queen of Pain, so that's pretty good. And you'll see, right? I mean, I haven't done much, guys, and I'll show you and I'll tell you why, what's going, you know. I've got a big plan in mind, okay, which I haven't talked about at all. And if you know about it, then you're like, yeah, it's nothing cool, mate. But if you don't, then you're going to like it, because it's really nice. It's only something Alchemist can do. So, yeah, so the next item I'm making is definitely going to be a Maelstrom, and I've actually finished it. So, guys, 19 minutes, Assault Cuirass, 21 minutes, Maelstrom. So, we are, yeah, we're doing a good job. We're being very efficient with farm now. So let's see. I just drop acid spray because hey, why not? I have a bottle. I have my ulti. Mana is never a problem. Neither is losing HP. I'm gonna punch them to death. I get some bonus gold. I walk away, and here comes my Maelstrom. So why Maelstrom is good is because this ultimate of yours reduces your attack time. I have Treads, which is attack speed. I have Assault Cuirass, which is attack speed, and also Maelstrom inherently is also attack speed. So with such increasingly high, stupendously high attack speed, Maelstrom will proc a lot more often. And also if you upgrade it into a Mjolnir, you can place the buff on yourself. I'm pretty tanky now. I mean, I don't have high HP again, right? Because I'm Alchemist and the stat gain is horrid. Still, look at that armor. That's, you know, 22 armor I'm sitting on. Thanks to Lich's armor, of course. You know, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I'm pretty tanky. Attack speed is what I want. And if I get it, then things look really nice. Now, they're pretty scared to fight me. And I have a Lich sitting behind me. What are we gonna do now? They're all missing from map, and I think I safely back off, which is pretty good by me, you see? Like, I push the tower, I'm like, guys, I'm going away, and this, I believe, is one of the more efficient things I'm doing. I think I should have been doing this a lot more often. I'm proud of this, that, like I said, you're a farming hero. It's really strange how Alchemist is played compared to other heroes. I'm not supposed to be fighting all the time. I try to attack for the tower. Look at this, we're on free camera. If I'd stayed there, I'd be wasting so much time. And with Alchemist, it's all about efficiency, about gold farming, and I'm actually keeping that up. So I buy a TP to the middle lane, kill the creep wave, and I'm going to jungle again. So it's really, really good. What I'm doing, efficiency is key here, and that's what we're trying to focus on. So where are we going to go? Are we going to go to the... I think I'm going to leave this to my friend. Yep, he wanted to farm that. We're going to get to the bottom camp. But think about it, basically... Oh, that was a Queen of Pain. She blinked away. That's kind of a wasted acid spray, to be honest with you guys. So there you go. That's like your Maelstrom proc. It gives you a bonus 120 damage, I believe. Yeah, there you go. And a chain challenge of 25%. So that 25% is stupendously high because of the attack speed I carry. So good times. Now I see the creep waves pushing. I'm like, oh, happy birthday, Alchemist. Let's farm this. And there you go. Like every time they push a creep, if you think about it, if you're in position, then that's the really key thing here, right? If you're in a place where the farm is going to come, if you're always there, then you're guaranteed to get all these last hits because of this item build, right? It's so good that if they try to push, I mean, if they don't fully commit, and by fully commit I mean if they're not 5-man committing to this, then they really don't have much of a chance here, because if they're simply pushing with creep waves, I'll come in and I'll farm all those items, and you know, that's going to be that. So are we going to fight here? Oh, I don't think so, yeah. Because I think that Aghanim just goes in solo and he dies. And look at that position. That's not where I want to go. We're playing the long game here. So maybe you can say I'm playing a little bit too defensive, and you might very well be correct there. But I think, like I said, what I have planned for right now is to keep my towers alive. If I can keep them alive, if my base is still active, then we can push out and, like, look at that. They still have a tier 3, tier 2, tier 1 bottom, and tier 1 top, tier 2 middle as well, which is pretty much full health. So in terms of tower advantage, they're doing okay. But let's look at something which I haven't looked at yet, and that's going to be, well, not kills for death, because they're winning definitely in that. Last hit 212. So not only am I, you know, getting bonus gold, but I've got the highest net worth in the game. And if we go to that, look at that, guys. Now this is the power of Alchemist, which is something I've been hiding from you all this time, is all this amazing heroes there they have that can farm, and win range is 150 something last hits. Now I'm only a couple more. If I go back to last hits again, yeah, it's difference of, let's say, well, 60 last hits. That's, you know, that should not entail to something as crazy as this. And as something as crazy as this, you know, 60 last hits should not meet 8 or 9k gold difference, but it is, because I'm Alchemist, right? Because I can, if they want to play the farming game with me, then that's literally what I want. So he casted a reflection on me. I'm like, I really don't care, dude. I think I'm gonna live here. Yeah, look at that HP regen. I should have probably channeled. No, we're gonna be fine. So yeah, it's a fight we kind of convincingly won. We didn't lose any heroes. I dropped, I killed one guy basically when I jumped in. I mean, Lich got the last hit, but he was pretty much blown up instantly. And now we're chasing this solo guy. I think he's just running away. We don't even know if he's there. But look at that, right? Look how little time I waste. As soon as I get the kill, I've already killed this camp, and I'm back to farming more. So completed a Mjolnir at minute 26. I have 1 kill, 1 death, and 5 assists with 231 last hit. So, and this is something I have to maintain, because after 1 or 2 items, my plan is to do something which I will talk about right now, is what makes Alchemist amazing, and why every team, if they can fight, you should have Alchemist in that, because he can do some amazing thing. And that is, I'll tell you why, is it's not his ultimate or anything, it's just an innate ability Alchemist has. And that ability lets Alchemist basically give a free Aghanim scepter to any hero in the game, meaning he can farm the item himself, and he can use the item like a clickable, like you share a tango with someone, or like you give someone a clarity potion, actually, as in you're using that thing and it's consumed in the process. So how amazing is that, guys? I can give anyone in my team a free Aghanim scepter, but it's not going to sit in their inventory and take some space. No. It's actually going to be consumed in the process. Like, you'll have all the effects, you'll have all the bonus stats, you'll have the power of the scepter, but it's not going to sit in your inventory, which means supports will have room to still keep wards in there and other like support like things like, you know, heals and other stuff, and they can still have the power of Aghanim Scepter. So that's where Alchemist is nasty. Now, I could have played a game where I could have simply started farming them right from the beginning, but I decided not to, you know, because the way the game is going, they're really finding it hard to push. And I'm like, you know, if you want to play the long game, I would like to. And plus, you know, it was the first time Alchemist in 6.85. I really was having fun farming items, so there I was. Okay, it's a Rasta. Let's see what's he going to do. He's shackled someone. Are you going to fight this? Hopefully I cast my... Oh, I didn't cast my Maelstrom. Oh, I did? Okay. Hermit's being wise. He should die. Alright, I throw the stun instantly because that's all I want. And look at the farm. Give me the farm. And they're still team fighting. I think we've got them. Yeah. So I was talking to them. Should I come? Should I come? Like, no, farm. So it was a really funny thing going on here, guys. There's a big team fight going. And yeah. I should have basically helped him out. But she blinked offensively. Jug caught up and ulti. So there you go. You can definitely argue that I should have been in that team fight, but hey, I wanted my gold. Okay, I like gold. I like getting gold as Alchemist. So this is a role you'll see me like never take, right? Because I'm all about team fights and playing supports. That's what I normally play on my ranked MMR, guys, or playing carries that are like effective early game to late game. But Alchemist, no, I have to be greedy because just the way the hero works. So look at that, Mr. Roshan. And the attack speed, right, is quite something. Are they going to come? I drop my bottle there. I think I never pick this bottle up. It just stays there as a novelty thing. I'm like, I don't care. I should probably do it in hindsight. There we go. Now, this is where I think the fun was beginning. And I was like, guys, we haven't lost our base. How would you all like free Aghanim Scepters? And yeah, Juggernaut was the first guy. Like, yeah, I wanted an Aghanim Scepter. Lich is like, yeah, I'd like one too. I think Witch Doctor already was working on his Aghanim Scepter, so that's fair enough. So think about it. A guy who can farm stupendously fast can also farm items for your own teammate, which is a rare thing, isn't it? I think this is where we die. This was such a bad play that we both lined up. And there we go. But, I'm going to spawn. I'm going to be Mr. Angry. I punch one guy to death. What they don't know is... Come on. There we go. Alex got the kill. That's a shackle shot. He missed the target. Let's see if we're going to be able to catch up to her. I don't think so. But Zeus is like, hello, Zeus. What are you doing here? He's trying to cast his spell. I'm like, mate, not going to happen. And Wind Ranger stays. And that's a triple kill. So remember, even the hero kills will give me bonus gold. That 30-something bonus gold I get. And now we're like, let's wail on the tower. On the tower. And at the same time, the gold, look at that as well, guys. He's like, oh, I'm going to drop some of these wards. See, I should have killed him. I really should have. That's bad play by me. I really haven't used a concoction that well, guys. I think it's something I need to work on, really. The stun is good. I mean, it works. If you got a BKB, why not, you know? Use it well and do nice things with it. But I've just been a bit hesitant. There we go. So now we're going to go on to and hit the base. Jug's got his mom. There's only one hero alive. He's already used his ulti. Mr. Rasta is running away. Illusions are chasing him. And we simply take... Look at that attack speed. And I haven't even used... Like, I'm not even 6 slotted. And remember, Alchemist could be 7 slotted even because of Moonshard that he can eat. And he can really farm it, unlike many heroes in the game. He's a guy who can farm it. But now... oh, okay. I'm still not being nice. I buy my 5th item, I guess. I guess, guys. I'm not being helpful, am I? But I did get a damage item because I was feeling the fun. I was 5-1, okay? But the point is, we're still winning. I think we got mid-racks. All towers are okay. We got 1 bottom and 1 top. So we are pretty much even in terms of towers. But like I said, this is what you have to look for again and again. 12k to 26k. That's 14k more net worth than there. You know, I basically have more net worth than the 2 top heroes combined. And maybe throw another support in there. Why not? You know, let them feel good. So... almost as good as 3 of their heroes in terms of net worth. I haven't fed that much. I've only died once, which is because of my stupidity, really. Shouldn't have happened. But now I've got a Basher. Let's see what I do. Am I going to finish my Abyssal? I probably will finish my Abyssal. And gonna work on an Aghanims. Now, honestly, this is where like we were talking, and I was asking my friend, "Do you really need it? Because I really want my gold." I was being a little greedy guy, and they're like, "No, no, it's fine." So they were farming their item, but I did say, "Please, you know, I will feel horrible because I did promise you scepters. Let me buy them for you." And they're like, "Yeah, okay, we're not gonna buy scepters." And that's why my friend picked Jug. I mean, that's what item you'd normally never go on Jug, anyways, right? Like, I think I haven't made a Jug video, by the way. I should. I love this hero. Manta into a Basher into, you know, Skadi if you want, or you can finish Abyssal. You can do nice things with this guy. But definitely Scepter is something you don't buy. But hey, if you can get a free Scepter with a Mask of Madness, then ooh, things get nasty for enemy team. So that's going to be great. So I want to give him a Scepter. Lich is still waiting on his. Lich is going to be next. And Undying as well, because he got a new Scepter upgrade. He can steal 10 strength. And that's my job, you know. I want to get them all items. And there you go. Abyssal is finished. Mr. Greedy Alchemist is finally 6 slotted almost. 5 slotted, I'd say, because I can get boots of travel. But nah, not really. No need of these boots yet. So I'm like, okay, guys, 33 minutes in. By the way, just look at the items. It's 33 minutes into the game, and I'm 6 slotted. I mean, it's stupidly good. He tried to shackle me. I'm like, not going to happen, pal. That's Abyssal. We're going to be able to chase him? I don't think so. I saw my friend he was shackled. I'm trying to make my room. Am I going to hit him? I killed him. But Terrorblade walks in and he makes quick work of him. Jug's jump don't really work. Terrorblade gets out. And again, I'm not using my unstable concoction. So really, it's not a good video if you want to learn like mechanics of this stun at all. Really, I've been doing a bad job. But in terms of farming, I think I've shown you pretty good patterns of how you farm with this hero. And you really just out-farm the enemy team. Okay, they're trying to zap me. We've got a healing ward here. We're like, dude, we really don't care. Oh, finally, Hermit decides to use a stun. Are we going to go? Not really. And see, this is a hero I have to be wary of. If it was any other hero in the game, I really wouldn't care because, you know, what are they going to do? They can stun me, they can do whatever. But this hero quite literally can swap his health for mine. And then Zeus can nuke me and ult me. And it could be nasty. Look at that. My HP still goes down pretty quickly. So I have to be very careful of this. But there we go. We get the bottom racks. Things are happening. And I'm like, I'm really, really busy farming barracks right now, guys. And they're fighting somewhere else. We have one hero, actually, who's bottom. Are they going to kill me? I think they're going to kill me. Oh, she blinks away. Yeah, I die. This was bad. This was such a bad play. I overstayed my welcome. And I'm like, okay, let's be a team player finally and get an Aghanims. So we're going to buy one. Let's see what everyone else is doing. Free camera. Okay, that's just Rasta moving out. They're still trying to chase Undying. Oh, he gets... That's a dead Undying. Definitely. Alright, Alex is farming pretty well. Yeah, he's making a Skadi, like I said. Really, really good item build on him. Because it gives him HP, it gives him all that awesome tankiness, gives him slow. Really good. And Witch Doctor has already finished him. So he was obviously the 5th guy that we weren't like talking to. I had a party of 4. We were in a party of 4. He was a 5th guy. I would have given him a Scepter as well. Actually, he'd be one of the first guys because Witch Doctor Scepter is pretty nasty. So I think this is the time when they decide to push. And I am 7-2 right now. So, you know, not the not the best kill deaths that I've posted on the channel. But definitely, like I said, the theme is going to be about being that silly farmer, which I am. Someone's pushing bottom. Okay. No, that's actually their Wind Ranger. It looks like a my team guy. Let's go to player perspective. Lich has got a mech. I spoke to him about that. I'm like, dude, you can make a mech. That'll be really good. I think Undying did not go for a mech. Normally he can make it as well. But yeah, I think he just sat on arcane boots and he's making... that can work too. I guess you make hood into a pipe of inside. That works as well. I think he TP's in. Am I going to come to mid? Are we going to lose this tower? We are indeed. But he denied the tower. Nice, nice. So we didn't. And now I'm pretty much 6 slotted to a point where I can't even can't even carry a TP, which sucks. I should definitely upgrade my boots. But enough of me being greedy, right, guys? I need to get items to my friends. I want to show you how cool this thing is. It's actually a really cool thing. So let's see. I'm waiting for more creeps. This is going to be pretty much all I need, I think. Yep. Look at that gold, man. It's just amazing. So I'm sending the courier and I'm calling someone out. I'm like, guys, who wants the Aghanim scepter? And again, my friend Alex was like, I'm going to be, so I just right click the courier on me, I think. And he's going to follow me around and I'm going to walk up to my friend and we're like, okay, delivery time. So there you go. I'll show you exactly how this works in case you don't know. So you have the scepter in your inventory. There you go. Wait, drop me the item. Oh, okay, I just don't mess it up. So, and you press the button, which is the button, and you use it on a hero. And Juggernaut gets a free Aghanim scepter. So look at this. He's not carrying the scepter in his inventory, but he does have this thing here. So it's giving him everything that scepter does. That's 10 tool stats, 200 health, 150 mana, but also the upgraded Aghanim jumps, right? So see, look at that. Scepter jumps, he's got 12, and that's really, really, really good. So Jug gets his scepter. Next hero is going to be Lich for all those indefinite bounces, right? That's the goal. And am I going to work towards the next one? Let's see. We're waiting for them. We're waiting for what's going to happen. Are they going to try and Roche? Because if they do, we can definitely fight this here. It's not a problem at all. This is something we can easily control. A Roche fight. And as you can imagine, yep, they're pretty scared. They're grouping up as 5 and that's that. Are we going to go into the jungle? Yep, I'm like, it's time to steal their own farm. That's an easy camp. What were we talking about here? Why am I AFK'd? I don't know, guys. Sometimes I have derp moments. Just standing there. And see, this is bad efficiency by me. I should simply cut the tree from here. No, actually it's not. Wow, I'm being smart. I'm actually going to the lane and farming that first. There we go. See, they're all away. We can see them mid because my friends pinged them out. I creep wave shot. I'm like, okay, if you're going to be mid, then let's say goodbye to that tower. And as you saw that, it only takes me a couple of seconds. Now, the problem, of course, is I can't TP back. So in hindsight, what I should have done, maybe not bought BKB. I do need BKB, though. Yeah. No, I like the fact that I'm not that greedy. Now I'm buying Scepter, because I was going to say that I should have bought my Boot to Travel and then given Scepter to team. But not really, no. They've been enough patient with me for a long time, so I should it's only fair I should, yeah, pay them back for what they deserved. And this is me being brave and just farming their jungle. So 39 minutes again. I've given one scepter already, and the other one is pretty much on its way. And this one's going to go to the Lich. And really, right now, I mean, if we want, we can go in and end the game. And my team is actually, they're like in there fighting. Oh. Is this going to be a fight? Oh, I think is this where they collapse on me or something? Look at this. See, Terrorblade is scary. I really can't man fight him because his Thunder goes through BKB. They jump on me. They do everything to me. I walk away and I heal up. And this is a time where Jug's going to go in. Let's see. Jug ulties. Goodbye. And that's my Scepter working, okay, guys? So that kills on me. I take full credit of that, even though I did absolutely nothing. But again, the tankiness, I popped my ulti away. I knew he will chase me. Because, like I said, the one hero in this game, one of the very few heroes I should be scared of as Alchemist is definitely Terrorblade. Because of that health swap. It's really, really scary. Because even if I wail on him, which won't take that long, then he can thunder me back and we're back to ground zero. And by that I mean I have no health and he has all the health he needs. So I have to be a bit careful there. So I think it's time now. I have my courier there. Okay, I'm going to buy my Scepter now, I hope. Yeah, there we go. So that's another Aghanim Scepter. Yay, I'm being useful. And this one's going to go to Witch Doctor, I think. So we're doing good now. We can finish the game at any time. And this is really, in all honesty, guys, me being casual, and I just wanted to show you the effectiveness. And like halfway through the game, I knew I would like to post this, even though I had some really derp moments in the game. And simply is just to show you how Alchemist can farm and how good he can be. A couple of things I would definitely advise you to change if you're playing is depending on the tempo of the game, right? In this game, we had our towers fine, everything was okay. By that I mean, you know, if we were on the back foot since the beginning, then I would definitely work towards giving some of my other heroes items that they would deserve. Like I would give Aghanim Scepter much earlier, but now I knew that my Jug is doing well and my Witch Doctor is doing a great job, and everyone else for that matter is doing a great job. I have time, right? So in that time, I can also become big. So look at that. Like nothing matters. I have so much damage right now. So I took the time to get myself 6 slotted, which didn't take a long time because you have to remember it was only 30 something minutes when I gave my first Scepter away. and I had 6 slotted Alchemist, so it's really good that way. Are we gonna throw a stun in? Let's have a look at the fight. I stunned the right character. That's something I should have done, and then I abyssaled the guy. Perfect kill, to be honest with you. But this is gonna be me dying. Yes, I think Wind Ranger has a crit. Yep, she does. That's the perfect build you want to go for on Wind Ranger. Aghanim Scepter into a crit, which is deadless. Definitely not the Maelstrom. I mean, that's the wrong item for her, I think, because crit gives you more damage bonus. And of course, come on, it's base damage plus a 240% critical hit damage. Nasty stuff. So I die there for the 3rd time, but hey, we've taken bot rags and things are looking good. So, oh yeah, I gave my 2nd scepter. Look at that. I apparently was panned away from my hero when I did that. So I've given Aghanim Scepter to Mr. Lich, and Juggernaut already has one. So I'm doing my job, right, guys? And see, this is what I meant about enabling heroes, that if the game goes late game, even though they have 3 pretty good cores there, I trust my other heroes because I'm buffing them as well, and I'm going to be super farmed. Like, imagine if this goes to, I don't know, 70, 80 minutes even, right? I can get Moonshard on me, right? I can get other items. I can probably swap out 1 or 2 items here. Maybe I can get rid of Battle Fury. I'll get crit or something. Things like that, you know. If they're needed, I can go towards that. But think about it. I've given Scepter to everyone. Undying is on his way. He's got 2500 HP, so much magic resistance and physical resistance for that matter because of Vanguard, damage blocking, Blade Mail to reflect all the damage, and I think it's going to be me soon using the Courier. I think so. Let's see how much gold I have. Look at that. Even after I died there, 2900 gold still, and I can definitely get Mr. Undying another Scepter, so or his 1st Scepter, I should say. That'll be my 3rd one. I mean, me giving it out. So things are looking good, and like I said, it's just a joke game where we were just having fun, but the principle still stands, and that is how to farm as Alchemist. And I hope that's the message I conveyed in this video, that you go mid. You can definitely go mid, right? I mean, obviously it's not going to work at 4K or something if they really know what they're doing, but normally if you're trying it out, Alchemist mid is possible. Like I showed you today, you basically scale your acid spray first, you drop it in an area that touches barely touches the creeps, the enemy creeps. I'll show you what I mean if we get there to that point. That barely touches the creeps, but also sits on the enemy hero. So which means that if they want to last hit your creeps, they would have to stand in the acid pool, which makes them lose lots of HP. And if you have a team that rune controls for you, but more importantly, if they stack camps for you, no matter how far behind you are, you can farm crazily fast, right? I mean, he is the farmer of the game, the true farmer, and with all this thing, you know, that the innate ability to farm and to get all these items for him and the team, he can really be a force to reckon with. So like I said, I played him as a position 2 hero. I went mid. I did not go for position 1 carry. I didn't go safe lane. I went mid against the Queen of Pain. I won the mid against her, and it was really good. I think this was a pretty good example of, you know, showing off how Alchemist can do amazing things given the right situation. So we have pretty much triple racks them, and why am I farming right now is because of the promise I made to my friend. This really is just us joking around, but look at that, right? I mean, the team is so farmed. They have items. Is he gonna survive? Maybe not. Jug jumps in and he gets a jump. Look at that. That scepter is dirty when you give it to Juggernaut. Like Mask of Madness, jump in, and yeah, and he did use that. That's really good. And where am I, by the way? I'm actually still farming. And there we go. I'm actually trying to steal the courier from, like, hey, give me the courier. He's like, no. I was trying to get the final point, and I wanted to give it to Mr. Scott. So there we go. But yeah, the game is pretty much over. I mean, it was over when I had all these 5 items, to be honest with you, and obviously the 6th one, considering how far behind they are. And look at that, in terms of farm. Terrorblade with all these kills, he's getting all the good stuff, all these items. He's still nowhere near me. Undying is the next one. Everyone else is so far behind, right? Look at that. Both are 17. My Jug has caught up, and that's what I can do, right? That's what the power of Alchemist is. He farms fast, he becomes tanky, and he can make your own team do amazing things. So definitely pick heroes that have Aghanim Scepter, good Aghanim Scepter upgrades. So not like Legion Commander, by the way. That's really bad Aghanim Scepter in the game. I think the worst Aghanim Scepter in the game. Some heroes that have really good Aghanim Scepter powers, get an Alchemist, and if you think you can hold the ground for even at least 20-30 minutes, you're good. Because ideally, if you think about it, all I need to farm is a Battle Fury and a simple Maelstrom. If I can farm these 2 items, which you know I can with your treads, then you know, things are really good. Who am I calling right now? Am I calling my friend? There you go. Yes! I gave him my scepter. My work is done, guys. So I found 3 scepters. They've been given to my heroes. But yeah, like I was saying, you can pretty much rely on just 2 and these 3 items here, and you can become the farming guy of the game. If that's the gameplay you prefer, you can definitely do that. If you want to play with as a fighting alchemist, go for something like what I've gone for, but play better than me, please, because I'm sure you will. I didn't do a good job of fighting, but here we are. We're going in. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see. Oh, he just force-stabbed himself into death. Like, not gonna happen, mate, not gonna happen. So there we go. We're gonna hit the ancient. They've basically fortified it, but to no avail. Things are gonna be nasty. She jumps in. Oh, I bashed her as well. Alright, so there we go, guys. That's Alchemist for you, Mr. Money in the Bank, as they say. And I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to get to you. So thank you for watching the video, and let's look at the gold per minute, by the way. A final little note, 961. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.